And we start with 3 questions and 3 answers. Venerable Master Charo, does our concentration or awareness make a difference in our experience of pain? When your concentration and awareness are not yet strong, you will find the pain increasing. While noting pain, stiffness, or heat, but you should keep on noting it with patience and persistence. They often fade away when concentration and awareness are strong enough. Sometimes, while you are noting it, you may find it disappears on the spot. Such type of pain may no longer come back. This is from the book named The Discourse on Anatta Lakkhana Sutta by Venerable Mahasi Charo. Venerable Mahasi Charo, is it possible for us to attain Magga Phala in these days? Why not? Suppose if you have the formula for a drug, then you can make medicine and take it to get cured of your disease. In the same way, the teaching of the Buddha, like a formula, is present. And if you also have spiritual aptitude, all you need to do is to put it into practice. You will surely attain Magga and Phala. Keep this in mind. Moreover, no spiritual source from the Pali Canon mentions that it is impossible to be enlightened in a future time. In fact, they even say that one can begin in Arhat with triple knowledges. Even the commentary to the Vinaya says that one can begin in Anagami. The best reference here to cite is Imeja Subhada Bhikkhu Sama Vihariyo Asonyo Logo Arahantehi Asa O Subhada, said the Buddha. As long as there are monks who practice properly, this one will never be empty of rahats. We can find in these days too yogis who practice in accordance with the Dhamma with good guidance. I am sure the world is not empty even now, or noble persons, including arhats. This is from the book named A Talk on Mahasatipatthana Sutta on Radio by Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw. Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw, is it true that for learned persons their Dhamma knowledge forms an obstacle to progress in their practice? No, it is not absolutely correct to say so. It is impossible that once theoretical Dhamma knowledge is an obstacle to the practice. As you may know, a highly learned monk called Potila became an arhat sooner rather than later by practicing under the guidance of a young novice. In view of this, it is clear that one's education or knowledge cannot be an obstruction to progress in the practice. As a matter of fact, the real obstacles are pride in one's education or knowledge, little or no faith in the practice, skeptical doubt, failure to follow strictly the guidance of the teacher, lack of heroic effort, and so on. Such are real obstacles to the development of concentration and insight knowledge. This is from the book named The Progress in Vipassana by Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw. I will continue last night Dhamma talk. One should also note when one washes one's face and when one takes a bath, as the movements involved in these acts are rather quick, as many of them should be noted as possible. There are then acts of dressing, of tidying up the bed, of opening and closing the door. All these should also be noted as closely as possible. Where I have mentioned so many things for the yogi to know, but to summarize, there are only a few things to note. When walking past, note a right step, left step. When walking slowly, a raising, dropping. When sitting quietly, just note the rising and falling of the abdomen. Note the same when you are lying. If there is nothing particular to note. While you're noting that, if the mind wanders, note the acts of consciousness that arise, then back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. Note also the sensations of stiffness, pain, ache, itchiness as they arise. Then back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. Note also as they arise the bending and stretching and moving of the limbs, in raising of the head, swaying and straightening of the body. Then back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. As the yogi goes on noting that, he will be able to note more and more of these happenings. In the beginning, as his mind wanders here and there, you may miss noting many things, but you should not be disheartened. Every beginner in meditation encounters the same difficulty, but if he becomes mindful more continuously, he becomes aware of almost every act of mind wandering, till eventually the mind does not wander anymore. The mind is then repeated on the object of its intention, and the act of mindfulness becoming almost simultaneously with the object of its attention, such as the rising and falling of the abdomen. In other words, the rising of the abdomen becomes concurrent with the act of noting it, and similarly with the falling of the abdomen. The physical object of attention in the mental act of noting are occurring as above. In this occurrence, there is no person involved. Only this physical object of attention in the mental act of noting occurring in pair. The yogi will in time actually and personally experience these occurrences. While noting the rising and falling of the abdomen, he will come to distinguish the rising of the abdomen as physical phenomenon, and the mental act of noting of it as psychical phenomenon. Similarly, with the falling of the abdomen. Thus, the yogi will distinctly come to realize the simultaneous occurrence in pair of the psycho-physical phenomena. Thus, with every act of noting, the yogi will come to realize for himself clearly that there are only the objects characterized by physical phenomena, in the noting of it by the mental phenomena. This realization represents the past vipassana insight called Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana, which distinguishes between mind and body. It is important to gain this insight knowledge correctly. This will be succeeded as the yogi goes on by the insight into causality of mind and body called Paccaya Parigaha Jnana. As the yogi goes on noting, he will see for himself that what rises passes away after a short while. Ordinary people assume that both the material and mental phenomena go on lasting throughout life, that is, from youth to adulthood. In fact, that is not so. All phenomena arise and pass away so rapidly that they do not last even for the twinkling of an eye. The yogi will come to know this for himself as he goes on noting. He will then become convinced of the impermanency of all such phenomena. Such conviction is called the contemplative insight into impermanence, anicca nupassana jnana. This insight will be succeeded by the contemplative insight into suffering, dukkha nupassana jnana, which realizes that anything impermanent is suffering. Moreover, the yogi is likely to become aware of all kinds of hardship in his body, which also signifies the insight into suffering. Next, the yogi will realize that all these psycho-physical phenomena are occurring of their own accord, following nobody's will, subject to nobody's control. They constitute no individual or ego entity, This realization is the contemplative insight into non-self, anatta nupassana jnana. When, as he goes on meditating, the yogi comes to realize firmly that all these phenomena are impermanent, distressing, and devoid of passion, anicca, dukkha, anatta. He will attain Nibbana. All the former Buddhas, Arhats, and Ariyas realized Nibbana by following this very path. All meditating yogis should recognize that they themselves are now on this Satipatthana path. In fulfillment of their wish for attainment of knowledge of the path and fruition, Magga, Phala, Jnana, and Nibbana. In following the ripening of their parami, perfection of virtue. They should feel glad at this and at the prospect of experiencing the noble kind of concentration and knowledge of the path and fruition, Magga, Phala, Jnana, attained by the Buddhas, Arhats, and Ariyas, in which they themselves have never experienced before. It should not be long before they experience for themselves the knowledge of path and fruition, Magga, Phala, Jnana, experienced by the Buddhas, Arhats, and Ariyas. As a matter of fact, these may be experienced within the period of a month or 20 or 15 days of their meditational practice. Those whose parami is exceptional may experience the Magga, Phala, Nibbana Dhammas even within 7 days. The yogi should therefore rest content in the faith that he will attain these Magga, Phala, Nibbana Dhammas in the time specified above, that he will be freed from ego illusion, Sakaya Deity, skeptical doubt, Vicikicca, in the danger of awful rebirths. He should go on with his meditational practice in this faith. Mahasi Sayadaw encouraged yogis in this way. O virtuous people, you who are practicing insight meditation, don't be forgetful, don't be lazy. If you are, you cannot escape the cycle of suffering in being unable to escape. You will sometimes be reborn in hell, in experience enormous suffering. In fact, you have undoubtedly suffered there in the past. Once you land in hell, it is too late. There is no chance to practice, even if you try with tears rolling down your cheeks. Now is the time for you to seize the opportunity to practice. So don't be lazy, don't be forgetful. Practice insight meditation intensively and diligently. Following the instruction given by the Buddha, yogi, be absorbed in meditation. Don't be negligent. Don't let your mind walk about in sensual desire. Don't be negligent. Swallow a molten iron ball, and then being burnt, crying out, "This is suffering." In the animal world, one has no chance to practice because one is always in the danger of being caught in a trap or net. It is impossible for domesticated animals such as horses and cattle to practice, since they are constantly forced to pull carts or carriages, to carry heavy loads, and to suffer being beaten or pierced with sticks and goads. In the war of the hungry goats, there is no chance to practice because one incessantly suffers from severe hunger and thirst. During the hundreds of thousands of years that pass between the lives of the Buddhas. Moreover, it is impossible for asuras called Kalakanjika to practice at all. Their bodies are more than 100 feet tall, consist only of bones and skin. They constantly suffer from severe hunger and thirst in the open air under a hot sun. And even if the animals, hungry goats and asuras were able to practice, they could not realize any inside knowledge or bad knowledge. O virtuous people, only at a time when you are a human being can you practice insight meditation. Don't be lazy, don't be forgetful, practice seriously. This is how to be encouraged and motivated by reflecting on the dangers of the lower realms. You should also reflect on the benefits of vipassana practice. Insight practice leads one to enlightenment through the path fruition in Nirvana. It brings liberation from both the suffering of the lower realms and the cycle of suffering. The benefits that it bestows are so great that there is no way that they will be realized with half-hearted practice. In this world, one has to work very hard to earn even a very small amount of money. If one had the opportunity to earn enough money to last for an entire year from a single day of work, one would naturally take that job, do it with great zeal. One would take and perform a job with even greater enthusiasm if it would earn one lifelong prosperity in only a month. Would it be a good investment then to devote 2 weeks, a month, or even 2 months to intensively practicing insight meditation and bear whatever hardships are involved, when the payoff is gaining freedom from the entire cycle of suffering? One should take up insight practice even more zealously than lucrative job, since just a few weeks or months of hard work in the practice can gain one free from the unsatisfactoriness of the endless cycle of samsara. O virtuous people, intensively practice insight meditation. It will surely bring you the great benefits of the path fruition in Nirvana. Arouse enthusiasm for practice by considering these great benefits. The time is up, enough for today.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.